Hello everybody, welcome to the IMC's IoT Newsdesk, coming to you live from the show floor here at CES in Las Vegas. I'm Jim Morrish. I'm one of the co-founders of a company called Transformer Insights, a firm of industry analysts, and I have with me Asaf Gigi, who is the VP of Marketing for floLive, and we're going to talk, so welcome Asaf firstly.
Hi Jim, thank you.
Excellent. So we're going to talk a little about floLive and some of the some contextual background things as well. How do you think that digital transformation will change existing industries?
Well, we have already started seeing these changes. The most, I would say, basic examples is the transition from hard copy books to Kindles and ebooks. We saw videotapes or DVDs being replaced by live streaming, same for audio, music, and so on. If we take, I would say, the last few years, you see that different industries, especially the automotive and telematics, with online shopping dominating the market. You see a lot of asset tracking solutions that need a global solution. You see many solutions for monitoring driver behavior and so on, and many others. You see municipalities offering e-scooter services in the cities. These are all services or solutions that were not available a decade ago or even 5 years ago. I think the digital transformation definitely boosted up such solutions in the market.
Yes, I mean, without doubt, there's an enormous opportunity out there to transform things and completely just change the way industry sectors work and the way consumer propositions work and just multiple processes and propositions.
Yeah, definitely, and we see, by the way, that the digital transformation actually has, I would say, impacts in 3 avenues. New products and services like the ones I just mentioned. You see new service models. Okay, take vending machines. They've been there for forever. But now, once they're connected, you can offer a much better stock management, monitor temperatures, and so on. So even the most basic, I would say, basic products are now being offered as additional services. And of course, new business models. When competition becomes very rough, you want to maintain your customer stickiness, and therefore a service model, recurring service, and so on is being quite widespread.
So, and there's clearly huge benefits to many of these things you've mentioned, but nothing good in life ever comes easy. So what are the barriers as you see them to achieving some of these benefits that you've described?
So if we try to take the digital transformation value chain and break it up into a few layers. Let's start with the basic layer, which is the devices. These devices must be connected, sending the data to another layer, which is the data and analytics. And on top of that, you have your applications. 3 of these layers, the devices, as we just mentioned, the data and analytics, and the applications, have evolved tremendously over the last decade. Take software building tools, take analytics, and what's happening today with AI and machine learning. The only layer that hasn't evolved in the last decade or even more is the connectivity. And it's quite surprising that the most, I would say, or a very essential element of the digital transformation is still lagging behind, such as connectivity.
Okay, so connectivity is lagging behind, but how should it work? What should change to make it really fit for purpose and catch up with those other 3 elements?
That's a good question. First of all, if you take a look at the existing solutions, because they are existing solutions, first of all, they're local in nature and mindset. And second, they are based, or the majority of them are based on legacy and monolith technologies and platforms that are pretty difficult to adopt to the new service models, business models, and support that are actually necessary for the digital transformation. So I would even go far as saying that the connectivity layer is actually broken.
Okay. So do you want to expand a little on the ways in which you think it is broken?
So yeah, you can take The majority of solutions today are they either based on approaching multiple local carriers for obtaining their local connectivity, but then you get into issues of uniformity on a global scale. The MNOs, as I said, are in most of the cases with legacy mindset and platforms, and there are also roaming-based solutions, which are in most of the cases inadequate for IoT and digital transformation.
Okay, thank you. So just summarising what you've said there, in terms of the potential for digital transformation, really, what we need is digital transformation of the connectivity element.
Exactly.
So what do you see as the new what will that future connectivity era look like?
So I would first look at the main need of enterprises and MNOs as well as part of the digital transformation, and this could be summarized in 2 words: always on. You gotta have your devices or your assets always connected, otherwise it breaks the entire support business model that everybody's building on, and this is, I think, key in turning on.
Okay, and you think that's is that the single most important aspect for organizations with regards to connectivity, just always having it on?
I believe so. From the majority of customers we speak with, always on, get it to me working,
just reliable,
anywhere, seamlessly.
Okay, and always on means reliable and there with relevant levels of QoS and SLA. It's not, so it's a more sophisticated concept, I guess, of always on than just
definitely.
actually being
it's
on.
a broader term. But we only have a few minutes here. So.
Okay, fine. I mean, that was very interesting. I think we're pushed for time. Do you have any final closing thoughts?
Just a few words about the approach that we have taken, and it's quite a big task that floLive has taken upon itself, and we're actually have built and continue on building a global connectivity platform that is uniquely based on local POPs deployed all over the world, and this global network is constantly evolving and expanding. And the idea is, if you can compare this to AWS, for example, is to really provide the same level of service, the same functionality, the same visibility anywhere the device is in the world, and have it consumed by a single API seamlessly, and you can switch over and manage that connectivity.
So it's a seamless, global, always-on connectivity.
Seamless, global, always-on, and I think one of the most important things is it's transparent.
Okay.
Many of the solutions today, you can consider them as black boxes.
Yes.
It is not until the end of the month until you understand what has happened with your assets or your devices.
Okay.
We are opening our network so that every enterprise can basically behave like it's its own MNO.
Yes.
And have full visibility into the network. It's all in real time, whether it's consumption or billing information or technical status, in order to provide that always-on capability that's so needed.
Okay. Fantastic. That was extremely interesting. Asaf, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Extremely insightful and informative comments. Thank
pleasure.
you to everybody out there for listening to this. And we hope you enjoyed this session and future sessions that will be coming up. Thank you.